Solid-state drives. Your computer boots in 10 seconds flat. You click on Photoshop, and it's just there. No loading bar, just instant. That's an SSD, and if you've used one, you know there's no going back. These things have no moving parts, which means you can drop your laptop and keep working. Try that with a hard drive. Here's the thing. There are two types. SSDs are the older ones. Load a game in 15 seconds. Then there's NVMe. This plugs directly into your motherboard and bypasses the old bottleneck. Same game, 3 seconds. Sequential speeds hit 7,000 megabytes per second on newer ones. It's not just faster, it's a different universe. The catch? A 1 terabyte SSD runs you 60 to 80 bucks. Same capacity hard drive? 15. That price gap is closing, but the trade-off is worth it. Speed, silence, and reliability. Nothing to break, nothing to wear out. Portable flash storage. USB thumb drives and SD cards. You've got at least 3 of these lying around somewhere. These are basically pocket-sized SSDs with cheaper components. Same flash memory, simpler controllers. That's why your USB stick feels slow compared to your computer's SSD, because it is. They started at 128 megabytes. Now you can get 2 terabytes on something smaller than your thumb. That's your entire music library, thousands of photos, and a few movies, all in your pocket. SD cards have speed ratings that actually matter. Shooting 4K video and your card is too slow? The camera stutters and drops frames. A fast card keeps up. A cheap one ruins the shot. These killed burning CDs to share files and carrying bulky external drives everywhere. Floppy disks. The save icon you click every day? Most people under 25 have never held one. This is where personal storage began. The 8-inch floppy from 1967 was bigger than a tablet and held less data than a single photo. Then came the 5.25-inch in 1976, the one that fueled the PC revolution. 360 kilobytes of storage. That's one low-res photo in today's terms. The problem? Actually floppy. Bendable plastic, exposed recording window. Touch the magnetic surface? Data gone. The 3.5-inch floppy in 1984 fixed this with a rigid plastic shell and a spring-loaded metal shutter. 1.44 megabytes became the standard for over a decade. You could fit one MP3 song if you compressed it hard enough. Email attachments and USB drives killed it, but the icon lives forever. Hard disk drives. The spinning disk inside traditional computers, honestly, a mechanical miracle. Magnetic platters spinning at 5,400 to 7,200 RPM. Some enterprise drives hitting 15,000. The read head flies above the platter, closer than a human hair is thick. Drop it while running? Head crashes into the platter. Game over. So why is it still around? Bulk storage on the cheap. When you need multiple terabytes, hard drives are still the cost champion. Data centers buy millions of these for YouTube videos and cloud backups, places where you need massive capacity more than instant speed. The trade-off is speed and lifespan. HDDs are slower, and mechanical parts eventually fail. 3 to 5 years of heavy use before things get dicey. Perfect for movies, photo archives, stuff you don't need instantly. Laptops have moved on, but desktops and servers? HDDs aren't disappearing yet. Hybrid drives. The best of both worlds nobody wanted. A regular hard drive with a tiny SSD built inside, 8 to 32 gigabytes of flash. The firmware learns what you use most. Windows, Chrome, your favorite game. Caches those on the fast part, everything else on the spinning disk. On paper? Genius. Fast boots, cheap price, massive capacity. In reality? By the time these got good, real SSDs got cheap enough. Why deal with a compromise when you could afford the real thing? These are basically extinct now. The hybrid drive was a clever idea that economics left behind. Optical media. CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, the physical media era that streaming demolished. CDs hit in 1982 with 700 megabytes. Revolutionary. Your entire music collection on one disc instead of cassette tapes. CDRs let you burn your own mix. CDs for road trips. Scratch the surface though, and your data's toast. Plus, that organic dye degrades. Your burned CDs from 2005? Probably unreadable. DVDs arrived late 90s with 4.7 gigabytes, enough to kill VHS. No rewinding, better quality. Dual-layer discs hit 8.5 gigs for longer movies. Blu-ray showed up with 25 to 50 gigabytes, winning the format war against HD DVD. 4 hours of HD content on one disc. Why are they dying? Netflix, Spotify, Steam. No disc swapping, no scratched games ruining your weekend. Everything just streams now. Magnetic tape. Remember cassettes for music? Same technology, just evolved. While cassettes died in your car, tape moved to the data center. Plot twist: Google, Amazon, Microsoft, stockpiling tape drives right now. Modern cartridges, Elto 9, hold 18 terabytes. Future ones will hit 36. Data centers use these because they're stupid cheap. Under $1 per terabyte. The catch? Slow. 30 to 120 seconds just to find your data because the tape physically spools to the right spot, like rewinding a cassette. But this is for stuff you almost never need. Old backups, archived emails, data from years ago. Best part? Literally unplugged. Ransomware can't encrypt it. Hackers can't delete it. Amazon Glacier, robot arms pulling tape cartridges off shelves. Shelf life of 30+ years without power. The cassette's cousin became the backbone of cold storage. Cloud storage. The cloud is just someone else's computer, and yeah, that's exactly it. When you upload to iCloud or Google Drive, it's sitting on a hard drive in a warehouse somewhere. Behind the scenes, cloud providers use everything we've talked about. Files you access daily? Fast SSDs. Files from last year? Regular hard drives. That photo from 2019 in your Google Photos might be on a tape drive right now, waiting for a robot arm to pull it off a shelf. It all comes full circle. Cloud storage can offer a terabyte for $10 a month because they're stacking cheap hard drives and tape libraries in massive data centers. You pay monthly, they handle the hardware nightmare. Storage has come absurdly far. SSDs for speed, hard drives for bulk, tape keeping the internet's memory intact. So which one did you actually use back in the day? Were you team floppy disk, or did you jump straight to USB drives? Drop it in the comments. I want to know who remembers the click of death. I will see you in the next video.